Most people are gullible enough to be easily brainwashed. While some join cults, others join the cult of climbing the corporate ladder and fall in love with the devil in a bespoke suit. The devil promises you bigger paychecks, more status, and fulfilled dreams. Somehow, these seemingly achievable dreams suddenly become your worst nightmare. But is the internet generation smart enough to see that bigger salaries are a scam? While scrolling through a lot of articles, it's easy enough to realize that the younger generation is no longer interested in bigger salaries. But the reality is, it's not the bigger paychecks they hate, but the overall corporate culture seems to make you lose your ambition. When you enter the corporate cult, you instantly start chasing bigger salaries and higher positions. You want more money so you can buy better things in life. You start to think if you work like a horse and go above and beyond, the employer will take care of your career and success. And eventually, you sometimes do get access to those large paychecks. But when you get them, they somehow feel so empty. This wasn't what I thought, you think to yourself. Even more annoying is the realization that the path to getting these huge paychecks was unknown. There is no guarantee that if you gave up your time and your youth, the employer would make good on their promise. Oftentimes, you have a boss or teammates who keep getting in the way of your ambitions for some odd reasons you never understood. And the worst part is that these roadblocks aren't revealed to you when you enter the corporate world. Secret meetings happen behind your back and closed doors about your career, and often someone who doesn't know you well makes a random decision. Then you get a letter that says, "Sorry to inform you, but it's not happening, buddy. Keep running like a hamster for us, and we'll see what happens." You're left with broken dreams, broken promises, and most of all, a broken system. This is the modern corporate nightmare so many people have to deal with. It's time you change because corporations won't. Businesses around the world operate on capitalistic ideology. Some people call it right, others call it wrong. I say it is what it is. This model is designed in a way where the employer should pay the least amount possible to maximize their profit and keep the shareholders happy. So giving you a huge paycheck is already against the rules of capitalism. This is the reason you have to work like a maniac and become obsessed with something you don't care about just to have your salaries go up. Because bigger paychecks are not part of maximizing profit, so the odds are against you, and the system is rigged. On this beautiful packaging of bigger paychecks is a sticker that says, "We're family, and we care about you." It's not hard to realize that these philosophies are nothing but a bad joke. They're playing with your psychology with an actual form of marketing that's designed to lure you in. You will see the same companies change their logos to support a cause they never helped in reality. This is how they think. Profit or loss? It's either this or that. You're thinking, this should be illegal. You already know companies don't care about us. All it takes is a bat virus and layoffs come thick and fast without any warnings. Talking big is easy, but paying big is not. You don't want a chip on your shoulders. You don't want hours of pointless presentations about things that can be discussed over an email. What about better workload control, or fewer toxic colleagues who haven't sworn their loyalty to the devils in black suits? Maybe you don't want to sit for hours on public transport every day to show up at a place you don't even like. Then there are rigid hierarchies and dozens of approvals for a single medical leave. It's like they own you, and you can do absolutely nothing about it. The rules are not flexible. They try to place you into simple buckets, forgetting about the flexibility of human organisms who can learn, grow, and require a creative outlet to function properly. Can corporations really fix the problem, or are they even trying to fix anything here? A lot of this can be fixed for some of you who genuinely like doing your jobs. But people are realizing that there are better ways to earn a living and achieve your goals. Because you may think you're getting paid for your job, but it's the corporations that are taking a bigger cut of your pie. You can choose to do the same work, but still get to make your own rules. This is what the top-performing professionals in almost every industry do. They start freelancing or go beyond that and become the corporation themselves. But for people who are stuck in a job, what can you do? Maybe you don't have any other option. and the circumstances don't give you enough confidence to carve your own path. The very first thing to do is to forget about company loyalty. Many bigger paycheck promises are linked to company loyalty, but it's all a big lie. Business these days come and go much faster than before. The data shows that we're not going to see the same businesses having a 100-year life in monopoly anymore. So wishing to stick around a single company till you retire might not be the best career decision. Sell yourself on your performance rather than your loyalty. Get treated well while you work for them and provide value. Then be confident enough to move on to upcoming opportunities. The second thing to do is to encourage side hustles. You don't have to start dropshipping or Amazon FBA. Look for alternate opportunities in your area of expertise or related to the job you currently have. Sometimes, seeing small successes from your side hustle is all you need to break the chain and start your own thing. Employers most of the time also hire freelance professionals for high-paying tasks that require unmatched expertise. So employees are just there to save money for the companies, while the real experts are working on freelance contracts with multiple firms. The third thing you can do is choose a creative outlet. This is what started it all for me. I was working in a dead-end job but started sharing what I knew through content creation, and that's when things started to change for me. Everyone should have a creative outlet. It can be a blog on medium.com, a YouTube channel, an Instagram account, or whatever that fits your needs. Not only it helps you with your career, but it's extremely fulfilling to have a community that cares about what you have to say or share. I encourage you to take out some time every week to do something out of the box, not for anyone but yourself. The fourth thing you can do is prioritize your family and relationships. They might not say it, but almost every employer wants you to be efficient and still overwork as much as you can. This means you have to skip time with your families, and some people even miss out on the crucial years of seeing their kids grow up. Only do what's necessary for your job to function smoothly, and spend the rest of your time with family, and working on stuff you genuinely care about. There's no paycheck or promotion that will give back the things you lost while working on building someone else's dream. The coolest thing is people realizing that they can do the same thing, do it less, and still make more money. An employer cannot afford to pay you what you're worth. This is why you need to find ways to get paid for your skills and not your time. By being self-employed, you can make the same amount of money while working 3 to 5 times less. It's important to realize, even if you don't want to start a business, being self-employed is still a better path than a dead-end job. It's still hard work, but you get paid what you're worth, and you get to work on your own terms. It can be hard to make this shift from being an employee to being self-employed, but it's not as risky as starting a company. So think about it. You're losing ambition because you've been lied to for far too long by these corporate politicians full of broken promises. Bigger salaries and higher positions feel empty and lifeless. You've realized you're still not getting paid for the value you bring, but for the money that the company saves on resources by hiring you. You don't have to jump the hoops like a good circus rat and figure out how to make a few extra dollars. You've had enough. If you're watching this, give yourself your own big paycheck by working on things that matter to you. The conventional pay rises are a scam designed to treat you like robots, just like they did during the Industrial Revolution, and things haven't changed since. It's time we move on to better things in life. If you liked this video, here's another one that shows 6 hacks to become unstoppable at content creation. Thanks for watching. See you next time.